There's a lot on this page, and that's why I showed you the PowerPoint slides first. But now I want to give you a quick tour through the actual website. Let's start with the Content Manager on the left. And you'll see that into the Content Manager there's the three tabs: Sounds, Scripts, and API. In the Sounds tab, you'll notice that there are 4,660 sounds listed here. And those sounds are organized by artist, genre, instrument, and key. The musical key like A, B, C, etc. So you can select, using these filters, you can select music that you're interested in. To keep it simple, I'm going to select Alicia Keys. I'm going to see that the only genre that Alicia Keys has is R&B. And let's say that I'm interested in string instrumentals. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't care about the key. Notice how my 4,000 sounds have been filtered down to 5 sounds. And those 5 sounds are here. And I can listen to the sound. And then I can also favorite or unfavorite a sound so that I can get to it more easily at another time. Now, before I go any further, I want to click and create a new script. And I'm going to call it my first Earsketch script. And we're going to pick JavaScript and hit create. And there's a reason I'm doing that, because once I did that, you'll see that now I can play it, I can favorite it, but there's also this thing which says paste to the editor. I'm just going to demonstrate this for you now. It's not how we're going to use it exactly, but if I know that I want to use this particular clip, I can click on the clipboard here and it will insert it into the code section. Now, when you actually do this, you have to do a little bit more, but that's basically how that works. Now, to demonstrate a little bit more, we will insert a different script later, but let's continue with our tour of the Content Manager. So now you can see different sounds. I could have picked the drums instead and taken off strings, and then I could hear some different. So this isn't exactly drums, but it's percussion. The next tab here is Scripts. For scripts, this is just a list of all the code that you have in your library. So if in my case, I experimented with a lot of different things, and I also got people in my classes who sent me clips to play or to grade. Now, these scripts are also filterable by the owner, by the file type, and by the date or alphabetically. That's not as important until you have a really large library. That's what the Scripts tab is. The last tab, which we won't go into too much detail, is a list of functions. It's called an API, an Application Programming Interface, and it is a list of functions that I can use to organize and add effects to the music clips that I've selected as I move them into the digital audio workstation. Again, I'm not going to tell you too much about that right now. I'm going to go back and pull up a script that was written before. As I mentioned, the script has all either functions from this API section, or it has some JavaScript instructions like this 4 statements. Now, again, without going into too much detail, I'm going to just run this, and you'll see that the digital audio workstation, that musical score-like section, is going to populate. And now each of these lines, numbered lines here, is a track. It's called a track. And we can play all the tracks together. Or we can single out one track, or we can mute one track and play the other tracks. So these are some of the things available to us. Notice how the console section shows the script ran successfully. Let's also look at the curriculum for just a minute. You can see a table of contents. You can drill down into it, and you can find different effects that you might want to add. There's also a search function available in the curriculum, so you can search for specific topics. Now that you've seen the major features of Earsketch in action, let's go back to our PowerPoint and wrap up our lesson.